Malware, and I have taken over the channel digits. If you want to save him, then get him to 10,000 subscribers, or else he goes offline forever. To the inferior but respected people watching, I am Malware, an incomplete and mutated Galvanic Mechamorph whose goal is to destroy Azmuth and his allies using his own creation, the Omnitrix. After my birth, I grew to resent Azmuth and his perfect creations, and the seed of my resentment has taken fruit into ambition. Having been one of the reasons for Tennyson to remove his Omnitrix and nearly destroying Father's home planet Galvan Prime, I consider myself the greatest villain. So imagine my disbelief when Vilgax, a mere weakling, attempted to harness my power, only to fail in unleashing my full potential. My hatred for my father is great, but my hatred for those who exploit me is even greater. I was last seen in the episode Malgax, where Vilgax and Albedo stole my remains and degraded me to a suit in which they used for their attack. After I come back, I intend on hunting the toxic duo who constantly betray and break up but somehow get together again.
That fraud, Malware took over the channel and didn't make any videos. Well, let's show him how it's done. Who is Malware from Ben 10? Malware is an incomplete and mutated Galvanic Mechamorph, serving as one of the dangerous antagonists in the Ben 10 franchise. Malware's original plan was to upgrade himself with the Omnitrix, but then evolved to destroying Azmuth and his allies. He also blew up his homeworld, Galvan B, in order to take over Galvan Prime. Malware is primarily black and red, often drawn with sharp curves and claws. In his many appearances, he is seen absorbing weapons that upgrade him, giving him a more bulkier and spikier design in the process. Malware was a psychotic and hate-fueled being who felt like a failed experiment to Azmuth. Obsessed with revenge, Malware sought to take Azmuth's precious creations. He made his debut in The More Things Change, Part 1. He has a plethora of abilities such as the standard Galvanic Mechamorph abilities, permanent absorption of technology, absorbing abilities, sharp spikes and claws, the consumption of Mechamorph life energy, DNA extraction and intelligence, etc. Did you know he's also able to create incomplete blueprints of the Omnitrix? His weaknesses include trapping via Petrosapien crystals, energy absorption, vulnerability to electricity and magnets, and petrification. Facts about Malware from Ben 10. Let's go! Did you know Malware is considered to be the only predator of the Galvanic Mechamorphs? Did you also know the crew originally thought Malware destroying feedback was the reason Ben removed the Omnitrix, but there may be more twists to that. In plenty of appearances, Malware calls Azmuth father, implying that despite his hatred towards him, he still considered him as his father. What's even crazier is the Prime Timeline's version of Malware is the only one in the multiverse to be a villain, likely disturbing his alternate counterparts. You might be wondering if Malware can spawn animalistic Galvanic Mechamorphs, and unfortunately, he cannot. Would that have been cool to see? Comment below. Looks like you guys want more Malware content. Let's go. Did you know Malware is very similar to Alpha from Generator Rex? You could possibly argue that Alpha is the Malware of Rex's universe. Well, why do I think this? Well, because Alpha and Malware are both sentient machines who enhance themselves by absorbing other machines and destroying members of their kind with no remorse. Both of them had creators who they considered fathers and desired assistance from them. However, whilst Azmuth did his best to help Malware until the latter grew impatient, Caesar decided that Alpha was too dangerous and sent it to the null void. Did you know both Alpha and Malware took something special from the main protagonist? Malware removed and destroyed feedback from Ben, whereas Alpha stole the Omega Nanite from Rex. So what do you guys think in the comments? Subscribe for more. Now I know y'all have been asking the same question as me. Is Malware racist? Yes, you heard that right. Why am I saying this? Well, because Malware shares some similarities with the Daleks from Doctor Who are considered the most ultimate evil. Malware was a defective, mutated member of his original race, but was made more powerful than his counterparts by Albedo. Similarly, the Daleks were mutants of a race called Khaleds, and were made strong again by a scientist called Davros. Malware hates his own kind for their inferiority and wishes them to be destroyed along with Azmuth, who he believes favored them. And the Daleks destroyed their own kind, believing their new selves to be purest, and succeeded in killing their savior as well. However, Malware is concerned with his creator Azmuth and therefore Ben Tennyson and his race more than other beings. Currently, therefore, no, he is not racist, because he hasn't succeeded where the Daleks have. But what do you guys think in the comments? Thank you to all who have made it this far into the video. Comment a red and black colored shapes emojis in the comments, and why don't I serve you guys with something exquisite? The multiverse. I mean, who could get tired of that?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
More specifically, echoes from the multiverse. Let's talk about Malware from the other timelines. In the Omniverse video game, 3DS version, Malware's colors changed to his original yellow and black after he absorbed the proto-tool. In the Prime timeline, Malware is the single one in the multiverse to be a villain. Because of this, alternate counterparts of Malware would probably be disturbed by the Prime timeline Malware. Malware's counterpart in the Argatrix timeline is pretty satisfied with Azmuth's fate, so he does not care to pursue him anymore, even though Azmuth owes him money. Malware is content to be a petty tyrant on Galvan B, where he has grown a bit fat, lazy, and very comfortable. An alternate counterpart of Malware does not exist on Dimension 23. Subscribe to the channel for more Ben 10 content.
If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.